welcome, replay viewers. It is 4:11 right now, California time, on Wednesday, August the 5th, 2025. They're boarding up the back too.
Yeah.
They just put in brand new sliding doors or some type of French doors or something back there.
Bummer.
New fence, new everything. The owner was fixing up a lot of stuff about the house.
I guess have to fix up more, but no. Okay. That's why sticking your head in cobwebs. Here.
Does this look like he has a stain, Joshua? Or that's one of the bees? Does that look like they have a stain to you? Or that's one of the bees back there hiding from the pattern? It's the bees.
It's the bee.
Okay. Okay, let's see who comes in. Hi, replay viewers. I might leave this one up. So a lot happened today. Praise God, we are safe. We just have to keep praising God. Everything working good on your new toy, Joshua?
So far, I haven't played any games on it yet because it's hot and I don't want to do anything to eat. So I'm waiting until like 6 or 7.
Oh, this tastes so good. I like that it doesn't have too much fizz yet. You know how the fizz kills me?
I prefer the fizz, but I don't need a ton of fizz. I just need a decent amount. A little more. And I'm good.
It'll get there. Give it another 2 days.
Yeah.
She's going to fall.
She's going to fall.
Hola, we're waiting for more people. Replay viewers, I am so sorry to leave you unattended. You know, I hate that when I go into people live and they're sitting there waiting for people to come in and they're not having a conversation with the replay viewers. Thank you so much for replaying this video. I'm going to keep this live up. I took the other live down that I did this morning because I wasn't sure what I missed or what I caught with what was happening at the time. So, but I do have footage that I have to edit. I have footage from my own phone. I have footage from 3 or 4 cameras on the house and images from the neighbor across the street. So shout out to my neighbor across the street. She exemplifies what Jesus spoke about in being a Christian because she keeps to herself, but she prays for everybody and she looks out for the neighborhood.
She had a whole command center up and running.
She had a command. She did.
She did.
She did. She did. When we were gone to Belize, I forgot to tell her that we were going. I was going to tell her because I only talked to 2 neighbors on the street. But I talked to these ones like chit chat with the baby and say hi to the mom. Not like where we have each other's phone numbers and stuff like that, right? So I have the phone number to the neighbor that way and the neighbor that way, right across the street. And I told that neighbor that I was going. I think I told her like the night before I left. And I was supposed to tell her and I totally forgot. And then she panicked after about 2 weeks of not seeing me and Joe out there and only Joshua watering the trees. And she said, "Is Joe and Barbara okay?" Joshua thinks she thought that we died. I think she might have thought ice picked us up. Oh my God. Hello, strangers. I don't know how to say your name. I'm not even saying that name. What the hell? These people are gross. Go away with your grossness. Go ask Trump to do that. Don't mess with me because my block hand is real hot today. What the hell? You see that foolishness that man came and asked? Some weirdo. Some open bobs dude. I'm going to keep an eye on Muhammad too. Hello, Perfect Purple. Replay viewers, sorry, I got distracted with these weirdos that are coming in. Perfect Purple, not you. You asked a decent question. My day is going well. What about yours? Yeah, someone's in my window. It's a ghost. You know, I have ghosts around me. What the hell, these weird people? Judy, thank God. Judy. Thank God. Thank God you came in, Judy. A familiar face. These weirdos are just taking over the chat. And to see there's only 13 people in here. At least if you're going to be weird, bring your friends and let it be at least 300 people in the damn chat. Judy girl, I did a live earlier. I'm not calling your name because I'm calling you a weirdo too. So I did a live earlier today when the fire was going on. but I took it down because I don't know what I missed from what I caught, if you catch my drift. I do have raw footage that I'm going to edit and put together as a video, but I'm not going to post that video until next week because I have to finish my Belize series, okay? So I think I'm 9 videos in on my channel and 7 videos in on Joe's channel. I think in the long run, my channel will have 14 videos for the Belize vlog and Joe's channel will have 12. He has less because he had days when he didn't film anything because he ran out of film. The memory got full. So, yeah, I want to finish the series first so nothing breaks up the sequence of how I'm putting out the videos. Let Joe get his phone, guys. Hold on. Deals, you can leave. You can leave. Nobody asked you to be here. They're okay, but they were renters. They're not the owners. They were renters. And they can't, the house is not livable. It's done. Whatever the fire didn't burn, the water took out. They did lose 4 birds today. They saved the cat. If they didn't come back in time, they would have lost the cat. Our fire department and our police department and everybody, they came quickly. They did their thing. They set up a command center. The neighbors set up a command center with a tent and chairs and water and Gatorade. And the next neighbor brought a bowl of water for Evie. Evie was the only dog that had to be evacuated with us. The other people were not home. I don't know where everybody was today. So, yeah, they lost everything. We don't know. They're investigating. Busy, they're investigating. So I don't want to speculate, but what 2 things causes fire? Gas or electrical, right? I personally think it was electrical, and it's because for 2 days I've been smelling a nasty smell of like spoiled fish. And I thought it was inside my house, but when I sniff, I wouldn't pick it up in here. Then it wafted in the backyard and it wafted in the side yard. I'm like, what the hell? Did they have fish that went bad? And I looked it up on Google and it said electrical issues, call, an expert. I called an expert for my house, but he didn't come yet. He's coming tomorrow. And then boom, that house caught fire. Hi, Diane. So, we are okay, thank God. We don't even have the smell of smoke. We're like that, those guys, those Hebrew guys in the fire. That was a call coming in. If it comes in again, I'm gonna have to take it because I have a call in somewhere. Yeah, so that the story in the Bible about the 3 Hebrew boys they threw in the fire, right? Shadrach, Meshach, and that bad Negro. We were like that today. We don't even have the smell of smoke in our house. Praise God, praise God, praise God. Every day you have to wake up and put that hedge of protection around you, right? I did that this morning when I was on the walk. So, if you guys, they don't like to be called weirdos, but they're weird. Man, I went for that walk today and I felt kind of shaky, with my neck issues. So I prayed and I said, put a hedge of protection around us on this walk. Don't let me fall. Don't let nothing hit us. Don't let no dog bite us. Protect the house as we leave it unattended with just the 2 kids. Protect Jory's house. Protect him at school because he started his job as a teacher. And amen. And we took our walk, came back, had breakfast. I was sitting here. I had to take 2 phone calls. I heard something and I wasn't sure what I heard. It wasn't a bang or anything, but it was like an excited lilt, like in somebody's voice, like, ah, like that. And so I looked out the window because I always have the curtains open for Evie to see out. And I saw a car pull up in front of my house with the trunk open. So that was abnormal, right? And so I said, I wonder if somebody got rear-ended and the trunk popped open, and that's that sound that I heard. So I got up to go check. I was going to go shower. Actually, I was getting up to shower when I saw that. Went to the window. I saw that it was the neighbors, and I saw the little girl carrying the cat. The cat looked limp, so I thought she hit the cat. And so then a cop car pulled up right away. I mean, not pulled up. He sped up right here. Came flying in hot. So I ran down the hallway to get Jada to come be nosy to see why the cops are outside. And that's when I saw the cop running to my door. And you could see he was scared. So I thought they hit a person and they needed footage from my camera. And so I ran to the door, and I don't know what I heard him say. All I know, he said the house is on fire. I don't know if he said the next door. I got to go back and roll back the footage to see if he said the next door house is on fire, or your house is on fire, or the house is on fire. All I know is on fire. And I was already afraid of a fire because I already had that smell that was going on for 2 days that I couldn't figure out what the hell it was. So Jada was right behind me because she was coming to nosy to see why the cop was out there. So she had to put a collar on Evie, and I told her, grab Evie. I started to scream for Josh to wake up because he's all the way at the, well, he's really at the front of the house, but there's no entrance there to get in. You have to go to the back of the house to get him. So we ran out, and he told us we couldn't come back in the house. We had to stay across the street. And they did their best to save that house, but couldn't. That house is done. The house is done. Whatever the fire didn't destroy, the water destroyed. The little girl lost her computer. Little girl's only 18. She was weeping that she lost her 4 birds. They didn't have the chicken and the rooster no more. Them are gone. They took them away a while ago. Their house don't have no asbestos. These ones don't have asbestos in them. You know why? They didn't even put insulation in them. When they were built in 1964, they did not even put insulation. They don't have no asbestos in these walls. So it was pretty bad, but I'll edit a video and put it up next week. I have another video coming tomorrow for me and Joe's channel, one each coming Friday. And then I think next week I will have videos coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think that's how I have it lined up. And then the series will end by my birthday. My birthday is next week, Thursday, by the way, guys. I have a big birthday coming up. I'm going to turn 75. I did that one time, you know. I think I put that it was my 70th birthday. No, I said it was my 75th birthday when I turned 57. I'm like, it's my 75th birthday. And a lot of people believe that foolishness. Oh, my God. Y'all. I look 85. Thank you, West. These people think they can really get to me. Please go away. You guys should at least donate money. If you're gonna be rude in the chat, donate money. I know, Judy. You probably look damn good too, cause we Caribbean. You Caribbean, right, Judy? I think you told me that before, right? Are you some type of Caribbean if you're not Belizean? Then people just don't know. We got good genes. I drank my kombucha. Oh hell, somebody called Ice. Somebody with a last name Cruz called Ice. They'll come for you first. I have white man last name. They come for me first and come for you second. I bought this today, guys. Judy, look what I bought today. I bought a piece of fabric. It's 2 yards. It has some bees on it, but I liked it because of the blue. I like the color blue on it. And I'll make one of these tops and maybe a hat for my birthday. Yeah. Yeah, the guy name is Wes Cruz. And he said he called Ice on me. Ice will pick him up first. He got a Spanish last name. You got a what? Is that a Spaniard last name? They went with you first. I got white man last name. My maiden name and my married name is white man last name. Hi, Tandy. Hi, Queen Tandy. How are you, my baby? How are you feeling? Lord. And you know that them people have a tree in their yard that the branches sit on my roof, and I've called code enforcement several times to let them hit up the owner so that they can cut that tree, because Joe is tired of cutting that tree. He should not have to cut them people tree. And thank God the fire didn't run on that tree and take out my house. Not human people like that. And that neighbor where the fire happened, they don't talk to us. You guys know that I've told the story several times that when they were driving through my yard to go to their yard, Jada put a stop to that. And she wasn't rude about it, but the girl got rude. She's not the renter, she's the daughter of the renter. And after that, when we see them in the street, nobody say hi to us except for the kids. The kids don't know any better. And so the kids say hi and ask about our dogs and stuff like that. So when the thing happened, the mom was falling apart, the old lady. So we were consoling her and the grandkids. And then the daughter showed up, and of course she was rude as can be. She don't look at nobody. You're the one in the wrong, but you want to fight with us. And then there's a whole fire where you almost lost your kids and your mom and your cat, but you still gonna be pissed at me? The hell with you. I took care of the mom and the kids while they were falling apart. I got that little girl checked out by the paramedics, did everything we needed to do to keep them together till she got there with her makeup Ross face. I doubt it. Breezy Tarts, I seriously doubt it. Because if they did, they would start saying, oh my God, we have to call the insurance company. No, they don't have, people don't buy renters. I did. When I was renting, I bought renter's insurance. When I had my condo, I was buying the condo. And so the insurance was covered in the HOA and stuff like that. But I bought insurance separately for the stuff inside the house. It's sad that they lost the birds though, because we grew up with birds. And so I could just imagine how much they love their birds. Praise God they didn't lose the cat. Yeah, and she is, like you said, adult. She's grown. That girl is not under 45. So she's grown. But I think it's a little bit of a Guatemala Belize thing too, because they're Guatemalans. And I think it's a little bit of that too. They always have a little thing against us Belizeans. So I guess her kids were living with the mom because she lived somewhere else with some new dude. And I was like, okay, what if she didn't come? She wouldn't pick up her phone. They called and called and called and called. And the little girl says she works the night shift and I think she's asleep. But well, who sleeps through all these phone calls? If a person keeps calling, you hear it at some point. I don't believe in turning off my phone at night. I know some of you in the chat may do that. Turn off your phone at nighttime so you could get some good rest. Child, my phone is right there next to me. It's not turned off. And it's not them, it's her. It's her, Judy, it's her. It's the girl, Evelyn. The mom was down to earth today. Joe would say hi to her in the store and she will not say hi. But today she needed assistance. It was emotional for her. She lost everything. She lost her husband to COVID a few years ago. And she's only got one son, the one daughter, and then the little grandkids, the 3 grandkids. The little boy, he just collapsed to the ground and just bawled. We had to console him, Yeah, it's bad. They lost everything. And then, I don't know if there's a police scanner or a fire department scanner that goes off when there's a fire. But this girl comes walking down the street and she was in a pencil skirt. I don't think I filmed her. She was in a pencil skirt. She had Elvira long black hair, nicely made up, spike heel shoes. And I was like, who the hell is this? She don't live on this street. So I asked her, I said, do you live on this street? And so she says, no, I work for an insurance company. And I want to know, do the people, are they homeowners or are they renters? And I said, they're renters. And she goes, oh, okay. And she just left. What was that about? Can somebody in the chat tell me what that was about? Pulse point? Okay, thanks, Breezy. Or Beezy. I'm sorry, Beezy. Hey, Beezy, did you see my bee material? Did you see my bee material? I'm going to make a birthday blouse. Yes, I will. A birthday blouse and a hat if I have enough fabric left. So what was that about? Why would a person who works for an insurance company come moseying down the street to ask if they're homeowners or renters? What are they hoping to gain? They're not going. Insurance company don't want to pay out no money when you have a policy with them, let alone if you don't have a policy with them, right? So what was that about? Was she trying to see if she can buy up the house cheap now because it burnt? What the heck? So then another man came down the street and he had a lanyard on with an ID thing in it. And I said, so who are you? Because we already saw who all the fire department was, right? The battalion chief, this one, that one, everybody came. And he said, I'm a fire rebuilder. It might have been something different that he said, but whatever he said gave me the impression that after the fire is over, he gets involved with trying to rebuild. And I said, okay. And so he says, are they renters or are they owners? And I said, renters. And then he said, tell them to have the fire department call the Red Cross for them, because the Red Cross is going to help them more that they're renters than if they were owners, because they figure owners have insurance and renters don't. But they need the fire department to call for them and not them do the call, because they'll get more help that way. So I went to them. I'm sure they could go stay at the daughter's house, right? I don't know how big it is, but I'm sure they can sleep somewhere tonight. I mean, the daughter need to take her 3 kids back in and take the mama in. And so I said, can you go talk to the old lady? Because she talks mostly Spanish. And he went to talk with her and he told her it's not just about having somewhere to stay, even though if you have somewhere to stay, it's about giving you the resources that you need to start getting the stuff back that you lost and rebuilding, and getting some money going to get you into another place and get you food and this. And he goes, they'll help you. So at least he was of help. You know what I mean? At least he was of help. But the Elvira looking chick, what the hell was she up to? It was weird. I'm grateful to the neighbor across that way. Grateful to the neighbor across that way who came out and brought a bowl with water for Evie. These neighbors weren't home. The other one was asleep. We couldn't get him to wake up. We had to call his wife at work. It was crazy today. My heart was beating out of my chest. I was like, oh my God, please don't let it get to my house. Please don't let it get to my house. That was my fear. Why, Shirley? Shirley, why do you want to know? I wish that all the trolls would just leave. Go into one of Trump's people channel. Go over there. They like you guys over there. We're over here are having fun. Oh, it does? Oh, okay. Mm-mm-mm. Um, who came in again? Oh, Queen Tandy. Queen Tandy, how you feeling? You feeling better, babe? I just want to finish editing my Belize series because it's getting to be a lot. And I took today off of editing. And what I have to edit is due on Monday. But this is how far in advance I'm editing, okay? But I'm glad I took today. I was planning to take today off. And I guess I didn't go back on my plan because it worked. I'm so grateful that it didn't catch fire on my house. I have insurance. But a fire is so devastating, even if you survive it with your life, right? You didn't get burned. It is so devastating because imagine if the fire had gone to my house, even if all of us were saved, our lives were spared, we would have nothing to come back into for a while till they rebuild, right? Then you have to fight the insurance company and yada yada. Where the hell would I go stay? I can't go burden my son and his wife. Are you crazy? Judy, I'm so glad you guys are loving the Belize footage because it's no easy task to edit it because I have so much footage from different cameras. I really wish that I had just used one camera and just switch out memories as we went along when the memories got full. But the reason why I did so many cameras is because I was thinking, what if this camera failed? Then at least I have the other camera. What if this footage that I'm taping, the sound's not coming out for some reason or the other? Because I have a camera on a mic on top of the camera, and what if the wire went out and I don't know and I lost all sound? So I was just like so scared that I wasn't gonna get enough footage for you guys. So I took 3 cameras and my phone, and I filmed on all of them. and I have a lot of footage that I'm pulling the storyline. I don't know what story I'm gonna tell until I open the footage and go, oh, okay, I can tell this story right here. So that's why you see some narration. Walking in town. Which one was that? Judy, which one was that? You said, oh, when we do our walks in the morning. Oh my God, those walks were off the chain. That's when me, Tracy, and Joe plan to take over the world. Every time we go on those walks, we plan to take over the world. Well, if not the world, we plan to take over Belize. If we lived here, we would do this. If we lived here, we would do that. Oh my God, we have a need for this. Oh no, God, we could do this better. We were taking over the world. And we walked almost every day. We didn't walk the day that we went to the Keys, which was July 7th. And I didn't walk like 2 days before we came back because the stupid Skechers shoes was starting to burn my Achilles tendon. So I know a blister was getting ready to form. And before that happened, I switched to the little cha-cha-cha. And when we went to see Joe's people, I wore the slippers. And I didn't put the shoes on ever again. And when I came back, I tried it on and it was doing the same thing. And when I looked it up on the Googles, it says that it's known for doing that to people's... Oh, Joshua gotta come cook that rice. Joshua!
Yo.
Are you gonna cook Evie's rice?
Huh?
Evie's rice.
Oh, okay.
You have to take out my rice though. Just dump it in something bigger, like a bowl.
Yeah, well,
Just dump it in a bowl and then I'll put it away when I'm done.
I haven't even get something to that.
This one say hello from the vodka country. That's what we call Russia, the vodka country. Yeah, and Tracy's husband, my brother-in-law, said, the hell with you guys. He filmed us. On some of those walks, he would sit on the veranda and film us from a distance. And he said, look at these fools walking on their vacation. But we weren't mad at him for not walking with us because he walks a lot for his daily job. You know what I mean? And so he put in probably 50,000 miles a day walking. And so we weren't mad at that. You know, it's like, you stay home and rest. You know, we gonna go out there and walk. But honestly, shout out to my sister because she's the one that decided that we should walk. We didn't decide that. Let's see. Oh, so dentist, you got mad because I say Russia is the vodka country? He said, I'm not drink. And he said, which would a capital be?
Isn't that what they're going for?
Yeah, these are trolls, Josh.
Oh, okay.
They might even be artificial intelligence trolls. Who knows? They have nothing. And you know what, Joshua? There's a little bit of people in my chat, and nobody donated money for these trolls to harass me like that. If you're going to troll, at least donate money. That's what I would do if I were trolling somebody. I'd say, let me give some money. Donate money if you're going to troll. They ask me all types of shit. I know my sister's into her workout routine, right? And so she says, I would go join the gym. If you guys didn't come, I would go join the gym. And I go, well, don't let that stop you. Girl, go join the gym. Don't let us slow you down. And she goes, no. I don't want to do that. And then you guys don't go. And she goes, can you go walk with me in the morning? And we went the first day all over town. And I got scared. I got super scared because it was a lot of traffic. And it feels like people would just pull you into their cars and nobody would know you're gone. And when I saw the drain that my uncle died in, I was like, that's a deep drain. That's the one where I showed you the banner on the in the park. And I said, let's go a different route. So we started to go different routes each day. And we just clocked it at 3 miles, and we did 3 miles every day. Out of the 21 days, I think we might have done the walking maybe 17 days out of the 21 days. That's why we didn't come back fat. We came back skinnier. Shout out to my sister. It's the one named Dentist. These people are trolls, Judy. Every minute there's a message held for review. I guess YouTube is holding it. Okay, Dentist, we've had enough of you. You go haul your ass and go somewhere. Where the hell is Dentist? Go back to Russia. Go be Putin's puppet. That's what you need to do. Them gone. Them gone. That's what we were doing. So when I came back, I continued doing it. But last week, I had quite a few days that I didn't go. because I woke up too late and it was too hot already, and I woke up late because I was editing those darn videos. So that's why I'm glad I'm gathering my composure now, knowing what I'm doing, that I can even take a day off. I haven't taken a day off. The video that is gonna go up on Wednesday, that's the one that has to do with the interview that the man did on TV with me. And this is the behind the scenes video, and I had to do a lot of cutaways, which are called B-rolls, and that took probably 8 hours to edit over the course of a few days. You see this next one? I'm half Japanese and half Armenian, all the way from Okayama. I hope all your dreams come true and you become the best version of yourself. Thank you. Same to you. I hope all your dreams come true too. You came in with something nice. May God bless the path you walk on. The same to you. Same to you, Ani. I used to know someone named Ani, and she was Armenian. Ani, is that you? She was Armenian. Ani, how is Marcus? How is Larry? She used to call her husband Larry. Ani, is that you from Jenny Craig? Girl, I'm figuring every Ani who's Armenian got to be my Ani. What's up, Josh?
I was looking for something to cover with, but
You found it?
just use this. Alright, let's go.
So, Judy, I saw this thing on a short or a reel, but even though I saw it happen in front of my eyes, I don't believe that it would be true. This girl made mayonnaise, and what she did was she put like 4 boiled eggs in a blender thingy, and she put vinegar and salt and pepper, and I don't know if she put some oil. I don't remember if she put some cooking oil. And she blended it, and it came out smooth and creamy like mayonnaise. And I'm like, how did she get the egg whites to be creamy after it's boiled though? I don't see how the blender would chop that up and make it creamy. I thought it would come up like curdly, but it was creamy. I could figure maybe the egg yolks, because I made mayo before, but from raw egg yolks. And girl, I don't want to boil 3 or 4 eggs to do that foolishness and waste my eggs, because I'm going to be pissed. And you know I wouldn't throw it away. I would give it to Evie. You think it's a Vitamix? You think that's what it is? The Vitamix is the one that will turn stuff into soup, right? A hot soup in an instant. I looked at that thing and go, what the hell am I looking here? Oh, God. I'm going to make birria burrito tomorrow. I got to go put on the beans now in the crock pot. Joe got to take out the beef. I got to make the guac, the Mexican rice. Oh, Lord have mercy. We ate some birria burrito, well, Joe did, on the last day of the trip. That thing was so good. Oh, we got some good videos coming up about this trip. It emulsifies, just like the other little foolish thing that I have that's light though. See, I'm afraid like my ninja thing that I have wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? The eggs were boiled hard too. Not soft boiled eggs. I'm like, what in the heck did I just watch? No, you know I like to watch things like that and try it, right? But I enjoy my big expensive egg ingredients. You know? See how they treat me busy? They go on bad. YouTube go on indecent. They don't want to share the cooking videos anymore. The only cooking videos they're sharing are people who are doing weird things with the food. You know? They don't want like a nice, clean, put together cooking show. So I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do after the Belize videos, but that's the kind of stuff I want to do. I don't really want to travel now, but I want to go somewhere. Isn't that weird? I don't want to travel, but I want to go somewhere. But there's enough places in California that I can go. California is a big state and it's beautiful, and there's enough places I can go where I can show the viewers, oh, look at this. Like even like the Hollywood the Stars on the Ground Walk of Fame, or whatever the hell that thing is called. I haven't been there in years, right? But it would be cool to go pay parking and just walk and film and go look, because a lot of people like to see that and they only see it in movies, right? So I think, you know, Sims Shelley, I think you're right. I think you're right, but I can't bring myself to do it. You see, okay, have you guys seen that lady Mama? Josh and Mama in your feed, that little pretty white lady with that beautiful southern accent. No, I can't. I like certain people's southern accent, but I don't like all of them, especially the ones I can't understand. But I like Mama's accent, and she's pretty. And she's kind of like Auntie Fee and her son Tavis, but Auntie Fee would cuss, right? Mama don't cuss. But she tries all this foolishness out there, and some of the stuff she's trying, I'm like, no. No, like she does stuff in like the cans. So like she took some Chef Boyardee, whatever the ravioli, she poured out some of the juice. She put in a crap ton of garlic, not garlic, garlic. I learned it from another creator. She says I don't use garlic in the jar. I use garlic. She put a crap ton of garlic, a crap ton of some kind of spice that I know was too much, a crap ton of cheese, and she baked that in the tin. And then they mixed it up and they ate it. She and the son, I'm like, One, I'm not putting all that spice. That was too much. It's going to change the whole flavor. The Chef Boyardee thing tastes good enough as it is. I'm not putting that garlic. And I'm not baking in that pan. Those things have a lining in there that, girl, cancer? Right, it's a lot of canned stuff. Shelly, did you see her open potatoes from the can to make potato salad? I didn't even know they sell potatoes in the can like that. Did you all know that? They have potatoes that are already supposedly boiled. I say supposedly because if you open a can of mixed vegetables, those white things in there are potatoes, but they're not cooked all the way through. They're still, mommy would say, hard-hearted, right? They're still crunchy. They're not cooked like soft potatoes. So she opened potatoes like that from the can, already diced up, sitting in some type of water, probably some salt water. And she dumped the whole water, potato, and everything in the thing. And she put some mayo in there. What she use again? Duke's mayo. That's the brand she likes. She put the mayo in there. And she mixed up that mix. And the people were eating that too at the backyard party. I said, these people don't have no life, no taste. It was supposed to be real potatoes. They don't look good. But I like her. I like her. I really like her. I think she's genuine. You know? I was like, Joe, look at this lady potato salad. And she don't get no negative comments. She has no haters at her channel. Everybody's like, we love mama. It was like, damn, girl, what is you doing? But again, I guess those are viral. Those are viral items that she's doing. You know? Hi, Justice. Girl, they're alive. They're alive and they're, they didn't get burned or whatever, but they lost everything. They were renting the property for years now. The little girl says she's 18 now and she moved there when she was 4. So that's 14 years they were renting the place. And whatever was in there is all gone. They lost 4 birds. They saved the cat. I suppose they went to stay at the daughter's house in the next town over. And the son, she has a son that's grown now. He's probably in his early 30s. Came with other men and they boarded up the entire house. They took out trash bag full of stuff, put it in the back of a van. I don't know if those things are saved or they have to throw away. And then they boarded up the house with plywood, back and front. No, if they know, they haven't told me, because like I said earlier in the video that you missed that first part, we didn't talk to those neighbors for years, for at least 5 or 6 years. And we used to be tight with them, but the girl, not the person renting, not the mom who's renting, the girl, she was pissed off when my daughter told her not to drive through our yard to get to her yard. Stop driving over my lawn to get to your yard. And she got mad. And we were friends, we were tight. Tight enough that they were praying with me when my mom was sick. I was praying with them when they were sick, right? And so when Joe would see the mama in the store, she would turn her head from Joe and Joe would say hello. But today was the great breaking down of all that barrier, except for the girl. When I say the girl, she's like in her 40s. She was still meaner than a junkyard dog, didn't want to talk to us, cut her eyes, whatever. We still took care of your mama and your 3 kids while you stayed there and slept through the whole thing and wouldn't answer your goddamn phone. So we're really thinking it's electrical, but you know, the fire department has a whole department that does investigation and they will let them know, of course. But I'm thinking it's electrical because I had noticed the smell of rank fish for a couple of days, and I looked it up online, and it said that it could be electrical issues, and I couldn't see if it was in here. I would smell it, then the smell would go away. Then I'm like, is that coming from outside? Then I would go outside, and then the smell would waft. Like when I'm doing my narration outside, the scent would waft, and I'm like, what the hell is that smell? And so Jada asked her friend to come check out our electrical system because he's an electrician, and he said he would come, but he hasn't come yet. He's coming tomorrow now. Oh my God, I gotta come check your mom's place. And I think it was them. I think it was that house that had the smell. And it didn't even need to be a fight. You know, Shelly, it didn't even need to be a fight because Jada wasn't mean to her. That's what the neighbor across the street said. She goes, kill them with kindness, Barbara. It drives away the ugly. Because she was like, she's still mad at you for your own lawn? I'm like, yeah. And them time Joe was trying to keep up the lawn girl. She driving over the lawn every day because they have 15 cars parked in the yard, some of them not running. And so I need to get in the yard to park on the lawn. You're not supposed to park on the lawn anyways. In this town, you're not supposed to park on the lawn because if your thing is leaking oil, it can catch fire on the grass. They have a lot of rules out here. That's why their tree is not supposed to be sitting on my goddamn roof. And I called code because I'm like, I'm not going to knock on their door and say, can you cut the tree down? They're renting. They're going to say, well, I'm going to tell the landlord. Landlord lives all the way in Guatemala. And so I called code. I'm like, can you like hit up the landlord and tell him to cut the tree down? Because my husband not supposed to cut this tree down, climbing on a ladder to kill himself to cut somebody's tree. They called me while I was in Belize, and I missed the call and called them back, and they never returned the call because they don't answer when you call. So I came back and I went to the online thing to fill out the form, sent pictures and everything. They never called me back. They never came. And I told them, I said, if there's a fire there, my house is going to be at risk because their tree is sitting on my goddamn roof. I said it. I done said it, governor. Me and my goddamn goat mouth. So then I called him again today, and then I reached out to my city council representative, because he's a friend that I've known for over 40 years. And I say, hey, can you put me with the right department and the right person to get this done? They've moved out. They're not going to look at no damn tree. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get a ticket for parking on the lawn. Thank you, Judy. See you in California, too. Yeah, we can't park off of we own lawn. It's like I can't leave my car in... Oh, earthquake. Earthquake, guys.
Woo!
Temblor. Okay, that's two things in one goddamn day. Why? It's a little one. It's a 1.7. It's a Itu baby.
It's nothing.
It's a Itu baby. Did you feel that, Judy? Because it was so little. It might be in LA. The other one that we had the other day, it was little too, at 4.5 or whatever, but we was under the table. There was one in Jersey today. I'm telling Joe, I said, look, people like to laugh at California and say, oh, California have earthquake. I could never live there. Everywhere can have an earthquake. I really believe that. Because the earth is moving everywhere. Why is only us? It's good. It was just a little boom. I'm like, I felt dizzy. I'm like, am I okay? Because you guys know I suffer with dizzy spell because I have Meniere's. Did you guys know that I suffered with vertigo in 2015 for 22 months? And a lot of the times when I did my videos, Joe would prop me up in the corner. And so I could say what I needed to say. And then I would just sit. And then Joe would get in there and do all the prep work. And then I would come on the camera again and say what I wanted to say. And did you know I went through that hell? I have videos at my other page about it. I didn't used to tell the viewers what I was going through. I figured it's not their problem. They don't want to hear nobody whine about being sick, right? But now I tell you guys everything. The hell? Yeah, it was just a little one. Look, that thing shake big. You're going to see my backside run underneath that marble table. That's why we keep that ugly. That table ugly. Can I just say that dinner table is ugly?
No, it is not.
It's ugly. I don't like the pattern on it.
I like it.
I never really did like the pattern though, because I like the other table better.
Yeah.
But the other table was not real marble. They lied to us. It was just made out of clay. And one day when we had a party and we kind of leaned it one side to bring it back in, fell to powder. So I went and I paid a lot of money for this table because it's real marble. And they say real marble is supposed to be cold every time you touch it. That's how you know it's real marble. Josh, did you ever eat dinner?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay. And so that's a real marble table. And I'm not getting rid of it until I can replace it with another real marble table.
What do you want, like a lighter
Because,
one?
huh?
Want a lighter one?
Maybe just a different pattern.
Okay.
It's just a pattern. I don't hate the pattern, you know. But it's just not my thing. Like, oh my God, it's so pretty. It's not that
No,
vibe.
it's not that, but I don't hate it.
Yeah. And so I've got that marble table, and Evie ran the hell under there like she knew what to do. And me and Jada was under the goddamn table last week. Zofran is my favorite when it acts up. Zofran? What do you say? What do you say, Justice? With vertigo. Oh, okay. See, I can't take any of the medications because I have that rare enzyme deficiency, which I just found out that a lot of the all the medications that I would have to take, there's a family of drugs that I can't have that people take on the regular, and Benadryl is like in the family, right? And because of that deficiency, I can't take none of those meds. So I've never taken those meds since I was 18. Praise God, because they just came out with the report that those meds cause dementia. Thank God I'm gonna be in my right mind till I die. Josh, can you see what's going on with this? Because I don't think it's paused.
Huh.
Can you see the remote right there?
Oh,
So
let me dry my hands.
okay. See, I can't take nothing for the nausea when I have the dizzy spells and the vertigo. So I have, hi Karen. So I have dizzy spells because of the Meniere's, and I also suffered I never had vertigo before. I've always had Meniere's since I was 18, but I've never had vertigo before. So vertigo is when the whole damn room is spinning, right? And the dizzy spells is when you feel like you're on the boat, rocking on the boat. So it was difficult for me on the boat when we went to the Keys in Belize. So they try to give me stuff for the the scopolamine patch for the motion sickness and all that stuff, and the scopolamine patch gave me Bell's palsy like that.
We're gonna leave it playing?
Yeah, you could leave it playing. I just didn't know why it was frozen. Was it paused?
I hit pause.
Because I didn't think it was
I hit
paused.
start. And what? Maybe you like subconsciously paused it when running out?
Maybe. And it's not like a show that I would pause because I've seen all these. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's stuff that I could try, Shelly, but usually when I wake up and I have the dizzy spells, I just go back to sleep. If I sleep a couple more hours, you know, and then if I have neck pain that's causing the vertigo, then I take ibuprofen for the neck pain, right? And when I used to have the vertigo, I lost a lot of weight back then because I couldn't eat because I was constantly nauseous. Every time it would hit me, it would go right to my stomach. Like when I go to the dentist and they put the chair back, I'm like, wait, remember, I have vertigo. Stop. And they stop. It sucks. I don't know what brought the vertigo on. One day I got up and I sat on the edge of the bed because I would always do that when I wake up. I never just jump up and hop out of the bed because I know I suffer with the Meniere's, right? So I sat up, got my composure, and then I think I heard Joe call my name, like from outside, and I turned my head to see if he came to the door, and I heard a loud pop, like in my neck, and the whole room started to turn upside down, like when you're in that avalanche at Universal Studio. And I started to scream for Joe because I thought I was having a damn stroke. And he rushed me to the emergency room, and they kept me there for hours, and they pulled blood to do tests, and they did all types of shit. And then they came back like 8 hours later and said, we lost the blood work on the way to the lab. Can you go give more blood? I'm like, F this noise. I left. I couldn't stay there no more. This was the county. But they gave me Medi-Cal at that time. And they're like, you qualify for medical. So I went somewhere else the next day. And that's when they said it's vertigo. And they gave me all this Epley maneuvers or whatever. And I did them. And it kind of fixed it to a degree. But still, I was still suffering for 22 months. And then when I got my Kaiser membership back, I told the doctor what I went through. And they sent me for a brain scan. And there was no tumors. Thank you, Jesus. And then after that, they sent me for vertigo therapy. Did you guys know there was vertigo therapy? Wait, did you see the dear leader on the rooftop of his White House today? What? What a man gonna do? Did he fall like his wife? Huh? Did he fall? Justice, did you see where they said he had mused about pushing her down the flight of stairs and then that's how she got unalived? I said, Justice, I thought about you when I saw that. I said, oh, Justice was saying this stuff, right? So, anyways, they sent me for therapy, and the therapy looks weird and stupid, but it worked. And the lady said it might feel weird, but do it and you'll get better. Joshua, the fool was on the roof of the White House. What is he doing up there? What was he doing up there, Justice? What was he doing up there?
Is he getting a ball?
You know he's trying to break part of the White House down and build a ballroom. He don't plan on leaving, you know.
He will.
But he knows he gonna leave when he fall off the twig. If you all know what that means, he gonna fall off the twig. So, anyways, the what do you call the thing? The therapy. They put me to walk in between the railings that people who are just learning to walk have to walk in between, and they hold up and walk. I had to walk in between that without holding on, and I had to pretend like I was on a runway and then look left, look right, look left. And child, when I tell you, Dizzy, the lady walked right behind me to catch me if I fell. And all the other people are over there trying to really walk. The stroke victims, the car accident victims, they're over there trying to really walk, and I'm over there with the ability to walk, but my balance. And they said you balance with your eyes, the bottom of your feet, and your ears. And they said I was only balancing with the bottom of my feet at the time. My eyes and my ears weren't working for my balance. And they had to retrain my eyes. I still have issues with my ears. And so they retrained the eyes. They gave me like exercises that I had to do home. I would go to the gym. You know that machine at the gym where you kind of pull yourself up on it and you raise your leg to do your lower abs? I stood between that with the two arms and I did what I was supposed to do, like stand on one leg, keep my arms out, then put my arms to my side, close my eyes while I stand on one leg. And I did everything I was supposed to do in between that machine. And people were looking at me weird, like, what the F? We need the machine to do our abs. You're over there doing some kind of bloody OBI or something. And so he was sort of yelling and waving his arms around. He's not cray. He's not cray. You hear me talking English, Charlie. What kind of bloody foolish question is that? Yeah, Sharon, we know what caused it. And when I did the Epley maneuvers, the crystals went back where they were supposed to go, but I was still left with the legacy of the vertigo. And so they told me that I was cuckoos. They said, it's not funny. They said in the beginning it was physical with the crystals, and I did everything I was supposed to do, and it went back into place. But they said fear setting. And fear took my body over, and pretty much I just was so afraid that it just didn't go away. So I retrained with the training that they gave me, the therapy. They gave me a post-it note with a capital letter E on it, and I was supposed to hold a note like this and just look at the E and shake my head. All those things were so hard. They were hard because they brought on the dizzy spells, and I would have to like, oh, Joe, hold me, like, throw up, throw up, throw up. It was bad. 22 months of hell. Justice said I don't think he's crazy. I don't think that man is, I don't think he has dementia. I've told you guys that before at my other page. I don't believe he has dementia. Everybody's diagnosing that man from a distance saying he has dementia. I don't think he has dementia. I think he has a bad heart, and I think the circulation doesn't go to his brain or his toes. And I think some days are better when the blood is flowing better. It's like Joe and his deafness. There's days when Joe can hear real well when he's not congested, you know, with sinus issues. And when he's suffering with sinus issues, he can't hear nothing. It's like that. That's what he was saying? Justice, is that what he was yelling? Boring. He is evil, but I don't think he has dementia. It's crazy like a fox. Indeed. My mom's sweet friend has dementia. And it was a constant decline. We didn't know at first. The family didn't even know. And then when she got diagnosed with it, within 2 years, it was a constant decline. And when I was talking to her after mommy died, she kept calling me by my mom's name. And I just assumed that she mistook the name because I call Jada by my sister's name and call my sister by Jada's name all the time. But I catch it and I correct it. She never caught it and never corrected it, and I wasn't paying attention to that. And I think the whole time she thought she was talking to my mom because some of the topics she's like, I told you this years ago. And I'm like, no, you didn't. She was friends with my mom, so they had that conversation. No megalomania. Oh, that's something different. The biometric stuff causes it. Oh my God, Joshua, remember when Cora was crazy when the what did he said would drop?
Oh, got the barometric pressure?
Yeah, the barometric pressure, right? Would drop and fall with the bad or good weather. And we swear to God, it affected that dog, the dog that we just lost 2 months ago. We swear that it affected her. She acted crazy. So that makes a lot of sense, Sharon. Thanks for sharing that. I'm going to pay attention to that. She said the barometric changes cause the vertigo to act up, Josh. I'm going to have to tell my cousin too because she suffers with it too. Like right now I'm okay. But like if I go lay down in the bed and then I turn my head that way towards the left when I'm laying down, then I can feel it come on. But I don't panic anymore. I know it's going to pass in 2 seconds. And I feel it go, woo, like a little, and then I'll just kind of grab onto the sheets or I grab onto Joe, and then it subsides in 2 seconds. And then I can readjust my neck. That's why I don't drive if I don't have to. God, I can't tell you the last time I drove. Last year sometime to follow behind Daddy, to take some car to surgery or something, right, Josh?
Maybe.
She said it affects animals too. It makes a lot of sense. Justice, I haven't watched anything today because of what happened today to the neighbors and to us. We had to evacuate. I guess nobody was home on this block, huh?
My goodness.
Because that fool down the street that drove over my trash, he came later.
Yeah.
You see, he looked at us like he wanted to kill us, but Daddy was already there, so he better back all the way up.
Why?
These people didn't. He's the one that drove over my trash because he's parked in front of my goddamn house and he's not supposed to be there. And so Cole called him and said, move your damn truck.
Oh
Even my truck's not supposed to be
Nice
there.
trophy truck, man.
Justice, is that true? She said, keep the eardrums from drying out by putting oil. Okay. Sharon says she's had it for over 30 years. So I've had it since 2015. But I had it severely for 22 months. And then now I have it to where I can cope. I can drive. It won't come on when I'm driving because I'm not laying down when I'm driving. I'm sitting up. But when I had it before, I couldn't lay down. I couldn't sit up. I couldn't turn on my left. I couldn't turn on my right. I couldn't do nothing. And I still continued with my show. And I didn't say nothing to the viewers. And then I started to talk about it on my second page, Bear Pantry Talk. And I started to show, I have all the maneuvers and stuff that I had to do. I don't know if I have the Epley ones, but I have the therapy that they gave me. It's crazy. Oh, I've learned to make the cheesecake ice cream that I got in Belize. I'm gonna buy. I have the extract on my Amazon wish list to buy because that extract is $14, but it's gonna last forever. And I told them kids, you better not buy that for my birthday. That's something that you buy when you want to be nice to mommy. When you want to bribe mommy for something, you buy that. Not for my birthday. But when I get that extract, I'm gonna make the cotton candy ice cream. Those are my two favorite, along with the soursop ice cream. Christina Applegate hospitalized for a kidney infection. Ooh, that's serious. I hope you get better. I like her. Yeah, the laying back is the worst. The laying back is the worst. I had to sleep on this recliner. I bought a bed. I paid a lot of money for one of them stupid adjustable bed. And I would sit it up to fall asleep. I don't know why I didn't get the split mattress. Because I thought Joe was on the same page with me with how I had to sleep, and he was not. He wants to be flat, and I have to sleep up a little bit. So he suffered for a while. He forfeited his flat sleeping to give me the opportunity to sleep up till I got better, and then now we leave it flat. So that's why I say I stopped myself from driving when that came on in 2015, and I didn't drive for years. And then when it got better after the 22 months, I drove again, but I opt not to drive. As long as I have a driver here, I am not going to drive. If I have Joe, Josh, Jada, Jory, and Jory's like, if daddy's not there and I'm home, you call me, I will come and drive you somewhere. So they take care of me. But I've driven. I've driven over the past 7 years. In the past 7 years, I think I've driven maybe 5 times. 5 times. I care about my life and other people on the road. You know, what if it comes on while I'm driving? So my driving is for like, I wouldn't even say for emergencies. It's like if I have to follow behind Joe to take the car to the shop or something. I have to pay the registration on my Tahoe. Crap, I gotta pay that. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes, guys. I didn't even notice you guys were hitting the like button. You guys have given me a lot of info though. Justice and Sharon and Shelly, right? You guys have given me a lot of info. I don't know where my regulars are at, but I'm grateful for you guys that came in. Judy T, she's a regular. What's her name? Queen Tandy popped in for a second, and I'm so glad you guys came in because at first it was just all trolls. It's like, girl, I could cope with trolls if the room was full. Like if it had 300 followers or 300 viewers in here, the trolls wouldn't get to me. But when it's like 10 people and 7 of them are trolling, it's like, why? It's not worth it to waste all your energy to do that, right? I've already lost my beautiful little tan that I picked up when I was in Belize. It already peeled off. I think it's still on my face, but it peeled off on my shoulders and stuff. I hate when stuff comes through WhatsApp or Viber and it's all this crypto crap. I'm like, I don't even know you people. Thanks, Judy girl. Thanks for having my back. I do feel sorry for the neighbors though, especially the kids. The little girl, I think she's somewhat on the spectrum for autism, like highly functioning. But she did everything she was supposed to do. She saved the cat. She called 911. She kept the grandma and the boy out of the house. She called out every family member that needed to come out. She told the police to come get us, you know. So, and shout out to the cop that came to the door, got us out, got us out. But honestly, guys, when I lay down tonight, that's when it's going to hit me how close we came to losing our home today. You know, if the fire had started on this side of the house instead of the other side of the house, and it went up, because it was in the roof, it went up to that tree, how quickly it would have ran to my house. And even if we didn't lose our house, they would have wet it up. It would have been damaged. You know what I mean? So, and before I went to Belize, I was taking pictures of everything that I owned. Because my sister keep telling me, take pictures of everything you own for insurance reasons. You know State Farm ain't gonna pay out no damn money. So, Joshua's cooking Evie's rice. And I gotta go figure something to eat. I've been doing this thing where I eat like at 2 o'clock. And then I'm not eating again by 5. And then I can't eat later. Like I have to go eat something like toast or something now. If I eat much later, then I'll feel sick. Yeah, praise for them. Prayers for them. I didn't even remember the little girl's name. I'm like, what's your name again, little girl? Because when I shut down, I don't even see you guys when you leave. The neighbors like 5 houses down came down the street and she goes, the cops came and woke us up and said, we got to get out the house. So I'm like, they did their job. They don't know if it was a gas leak. But the investigators came right away and they were investigating. So I hope somebody tells us what caused it. You know? I'll keep an eye out to see if the son, the old lady's son comes, or the old lady, or the little girl that's 18. And if I see any of them, I'm going to ask them what caused the fire. Is there some way that we can find out what caused the fire? Or are they only going to tell it to them? You'll see the pictures when I put it out, though. I want to make sure that I block out addresses and stuff like that. That's why I took the other video down, the live. I know the fire trucks were blocking out different addresses, but I wasn't sure what I missed from what I caught. And I definitely did not want to put anybody at risk, including myself. And so that's why I didn't answer the other lady when she says, "Where do you live?" Girl, I ain't saying that. No, I don't know you like that. Joe had to park far away and walk because he was coming from, I called him he was at the gym and I said, "Come home, we have to evacuate. The neighbor's house is on fire." And he thought it was that neighbor because he hasn't seen them, so they went somewhere. So he's like, "Oh God, I don't think they're there, but it's the other ones." Yeah. I'm just like really grateful, guys. Honestly, I'm grateful. But I'm gonna go feed Evie, eat something, eat a snack, cut my little blouse. See, I have a template so I can cut this lickety split. I will have this cut and ready to go. And I sewed these because I sewed them quick. I know what I'm doing with these and they fit me good and they hide all my flaws. And if I have enough fabric left, I should though, with 2 years I should have enough left. I am gonna make a hat out of it and that's gonna be my little birthday outfit. Guys, Leo season is here and your friend got a birthday coming next Thursday. Yay! I wasn't excited about it this morning. I'm like, shit, I'm tired of all these goddamn bills. I'm tired. You know what I do for the stomach pain, Sharon? I do the simethicone, which is the gas X. I try not to have to do that, but I've been doing the kombucha and I'm making sure I'm not getting a lot of fizz in the kombucha. And I put a heating pad that plugs into the wall. I put that on my stomach when I'm falling asleep. And that helps so much because the gas pains will come up in my chest. So that's what I do for the stomach pains. And it's been working so far. Watch it not work tonight, right? But it's been working so far. And I can't take, your birthday is Saturday. See, I knew there was a reason I like Justice. You August too, girl. So Thursday is the 14th. So Saturday is the 16th. That's the date you have to look for on your birthday. Because this one card reader that I love, her name is, God, what's the name of the lady now? Ways of Positive Change or Ways to Positive Change. Her name is Lori, Lori. So type in Lori, Ways to Positive Change. Her YouTube will come up. She had a dream before the elections last November, and she said an angel in the dream told her, "You signed up for this for 1 more year." And the dream happened on August 16th. And she came and she told her viewers, I wasn't watching her then. She told her viewers, and apparently everybody got pissed with her and stopped watching her channel. And they go, "We don't want to hear your bad news." And so after the whole thing happened and the Palpatine stole, that's when the people came back to her channel and go, "What was that date again?" So now they're counting down the date to August 16th. And they say something is going to happen that day because the angel told her, "You signed up for 1 more year." Girl, I'm crossing my fingers, my eyes, and my toes. Oh, the night, not this Sunday, not next week. Okay, this Sunday. My mom had an aunt that was the 9th, and she lived to be 98. Okay, we gonna remember. Oh, so you put on the heating pad most of the day. Yeah, they tried to give you Bentil or Ortil for the stomach issues, but I can't take any of those because of that deficiency that I have. So I just don't take anything except for the Gas-X, and I take the Gas-X when it's really bad. Like I'll eat Gas-X before I have beans, and I try not to have beans. I have beans once a year, and I'm gonna be having beans tomorrow because I'm gonna be making burrito tomorrow. So I'm not gonna have this, what do you call the thing, the kombucha. Oh, let me tell you this before I go, guys. August 16th, the angry orange is gonna free us of his wrath. Well, that's what the lady said. She said the angel said it was August 16th. You sign up for 1 more year of this. So a company reached out to me and they wanted me to promote their kombucha device thingy. It had a weird name. Crap. What was it? Brusta. Brusta. I turned them down, but it's because I don't ever want to promote a product with you guys if I'm not going to use the product. That's not to say that the product is good or bad. I don't know. I haven't even gotten the thing. But it's like a barrel. It looks like a big barrel. And they say 22 servings is in there. I don't know how much is a serving, if it's 8 ounce or 4 ounce, right? And it's pretty looking. It's really neat looking. And it sits on a docking bay. And you're supposed to open it and put a package of the base, the brew base. I don't know what that is, because I know what I make my kombucha from, and I make it from tea, right? Put the brew base in there, and then they let you put a packet of yeast. No, the thing that sits in the kombucha is actual natural yeast. So I don't know if that's like yeast like you make bread with, which I try to stay. I'm put yeast in some of my breads, but I try to do a lot of sourdough where it's the natural yeast, right? So they say put the yeast, put the base, let it sit there on the docking station for 4 days. Then you open it and you put a shot of flavoring that you have to buy from them too. So you gotta buy the base brew, the yeast, and the flavor from them. So that's how they make their money, is monthly. You're buying that stuff. And they said whenever somebody buys the kit, I'll make $30. My channel's not big enough for that, A. And B, it's not something that I would use. It's too much. I can't get into a monthly purchase of something. And even if they were to give me the thing free monthly, I can't expect you guys to buy this thing monthly. You know what I mean? So, hi Thomasina. You can use your wrench on this guy, Steve. You can whop him in the face. You're gonna poop break. Yeah, Thomasina will get him. I've been using my block, but let Thomasina have fun. Whap him in the face. Steam Ditman, he can go. So when we looked, Joshua looked at it with me last night. When we looked at the flavors was all flavors we have tried for kombucha already, and we found them to be nasty. Like they had strawberry with blueberry. That doesn't go together. Then they had ginger with lemon. Ugh, that's the nastiest tasting kombucha I've ever tasted when I make it. They had the nastiest of flavors mixed together. I'm like, no, this is not for me. And you can ban him from the channel too, Thomasina. We don't care. We don't care. So I turned them down. I'm sure they're gonna come back and ask me why, and I will give them every reason why. I'm like, first of all, that thing looks big, like I won't have space in my fridge to put it. Second of all, the flavors that you guys offer are not flavors I would like. I've tried them all in my own kombucha thing. And third of all, it's too much stuff that people would have to buy from you every month. I don't like this buy every month thing. You know, I wish I had a product that people needed over and over and over and over and over again. But unfortunately, the product that I have are my cookbooks. I just had to pay for my hosting for my website, and it was so high that it got me depressed. I took to my bed several hours. It has a lot of the probiotics in there. But if you have stomach issues and you get it too fizzy, the fizz will bother you. So be warned. So I've been brewing them to where they're not, see how I drank that and it wasn't as fizzy, right? When I drank it earlier. And that's been working a whole lot. I put it for Evie's food too. Evie gets kombucha too. Yeah, so I even told you guys the name of the product. If it's something you want to check out, go check it out. But I won't make any money from you buying it. I just don't want to get into that. I don't want, you okay, Joe? You okay? I don't want for them to send me that product for free and then I'm obligated to make a video. Then I have to go through all the mess that I have to go through. My sweet Evie was so scared today, guys. I have to go through all the mess that I have to go through to make it. Joshua, by the way, I dropped a needle and thread somewhere. Be careful. The thread is white, so you're going to see it. Okay?
Is the needle connected to the thread?
The needle is strung through the thread and the thread is knotted.
Okay.
I sat here, then I kind of feel like it's in between the chair, but I couldn't look before I went live. Yeah, so when I come and I promote something for some company that decided that they're going to pay me or give me the thing for free or whatever, and I don't like just getting products for free because they harass you for the video.
Wow.
And they want you to tell lies in the video and stuff. They don't tell you to tell lies, but they'll say, oh, you didn't say this. I say, because that part didn't work. So I can't say that part, right? So I don't like getting the stuff from them for free, but if it's something expensive, girl, I'm gonna take it. Like if somebody comes and they give me a what do you call the thing like when the lights go out?
Generator.
Generator. Daddy calls it a power plant. If somebody gonna give me a generator, hell yeah, I'm gonna sit here and make a video for them to get a free generator.
Oh yeah, for a good generator, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That'll last years.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get a free generator. So, but that thing look cool though. The thing that sits like a barrel and then it goes on the docking station. You guys go look them up, Brewster. Bruusta. You can even tell them I told you
I
about
don't
it.
think our fridges be able to handle that.
Yeah, go look. If you're gonna buy it, tell them I sent you. Say, we heard about this from the Bear Pantry Show, even though I turned them down. I don't know what that is, leader man. You know, when these people ask you stuff, you gotta like make them clarify themselves because some of these people are weird. They don't like you to call them weird, but they're weird. Evie, Evie, pretty baby, you had your first fire scare. And she was telling us too, she was barking up a storm before them girls got there. Josh, she was barking up a storm before the little girl drove over there with the car.
She probably smelled it.
Mm-hmm.
If we could smell that fish, she probably
Well, daddy got
smelled
chocolate.
What's up?
Josh, daddy got a chocolate.
Okay.
That's that kind that he likes. That
Cadbury?
no, that
Oh, yeah.
the symphony.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The symphony one. I took 2 plugs
Cool,
already.
It's fine. I got chocolate pretzels. I'm good.
Uh-huh. You got chocolate pretzels and you didn't offer me none? You
I
heathen.
haven't opened it yet.
Okay. Imran, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Where's the perv? Where's the perv? What's the perv? Don't worry. If they come in and they give a compliment, let's see where they're going, right? But they come with another weird compliment. You should have seen one earlier. I can't even repeat what the guy asked me. I had to block that one myself. I'm like, what the? What the? What the? Are you Epstein? Who the hell are you? He's gone. He's gone. He gone. He gone. Oh, see, he started. Thomasina, he started. The Imam. The Imam started. Oh my God. An Imam is supposed to be a decent human being, right? So Imran. Imran started his bull crap. These people are crazy. And like I say, donate money. You want to come and troll? At least donate money. I'll tolerate your trolling for some money. Send 50 bucks. Send 50 bucks. We start at 50 bucks. Go bye-bye. I always got Thomasina dying on the floor when I talk my damn foolishness. Thomasina, you know I get a lot of that crap from my mama. My mama was a gangster. I get a lot of the crap from my mama. One day I said something to that lady around the bed. She fell down the stairs laughing. She said, "What did you just say, Barbara?" Because Belizean people, they'll tell it like it is. If you're walking around with one eye, they're going to call you one eye Barbara. If you hop along with one leg, they're going to say one leg Barbara. They're going to call you what you is. They describe you exactly how you are and they call you what you are. Thomasina ain't playing. Thomasina ain't playing. It's crazy. My whole day went to hell. But I shouldn't complain because then people don't have nowhere to sleep tonight. They slept in their nice bed last night and they probably have to sleep at that miserable ass daughter. She grumpy. She looks like she's dissatisfied with life on a whole. She's so miserable. Her face is ugly now. She looked like somebody beat her with the ugly stick or something. I'm like, damn. Judy said, ask her husband. You know Joe gonna beat their asses. Justice, I saw that fool, the one that picked up the animal off the road and ate it. He defunded the vaccine department by $500 billion or something. Probably 500 million. I'm like, God, we's gonna die, y'all. We gonna have to learn to make our own vaccine out of egg yolks and vinegar. We gonna have to figure it out. Joe, Joe, come here. There's a weirdo in here asking me to marry him after these people done told him I had a husband. Jose,
What's up?
there's a weirdo in here asking me to marry him after these people done told him I had a husband. Imam, that's my boo. Mm-hmm. I just saw Joe's face. Oh my God, Joe, you're so funny. Evie, you didn't eat yet. It's after 5 already. Let's see if your rice is ready. Evie said, I'm hungry. Yup, he know he lucky. He, you know what? Joe is not lucky. He's smart. He knew what he was getting 50 years ago. He knew it. He knew it. Judy says, see her husband, Joe. Oh my God. Anyways, guys, let me wrap this one up. I got stuff to do. I just wanted to come back to let you guys know in case you were in the live earlier today, not the walking live, but the fire live, why I took it down, and I will edit a video. I'll probably put the video up on my birthday next week, Thursday. Next week, you probably going to get video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Please watch them all and share them, so because when you put up videos that close together, they don't do so well in the algorithm, but I have to put them up that way because I want this series to be done. I want this series to be done by my birthday. Okay? Justice, we gonna go. Really? 33 years? Congratulations. We're going on 39 in December. Bye, Imran. He calmed down. He calmed down. Yeah, we might go to the other channel tomorrow. I'm getting back into the swing of things. I'm getting through the editing process of the Belize videos, and we're gonna go back to the other channel and talk or smack over there, okay? Justice, keep the notification on. 39 years. 30 Judy defending. I love you guys so much. Thanks for all the prayers, all right? And keep the prayers going towards the neighbors because they're gonna need it. We're okay. We were scared, but we're okay, all right? Bye.